Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. I am a real Embraer 195 first officer with an Austrian airline. Not gonna say the name, but yeah. Today we're here back in Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is the 2020 version. I do not like it. I much more prefer Explained due to the flight physics, but still, it has a very nice selection of aircraft, especially the Cirrus Vision Jet is something I love to fly. And today we're going to take it for a spin from Graz, Austria to Klagenfurt in Austria. And we're going to perform a very, very interesting and exciting NDB shuttle procedure. This one, to be exact, is going to be the NDB from runway 28 right. Why do we use it? Because ILS is inoperative and there's a GPS outage in whole Austria. So this is why we're going to fly the NDB shuttle procedure today. The GPS outage is actually only in Klagenfurt, you know what I mean? So we're going to fly the NDB shuttle procedure today. This is really something that no one really does and no one really wants to do because it's very, very high workload. So we're going to try best to do that. My IFR training is already about 2 years past, so I do my best to shoot that procedure. So I'm not a Vision Jet pilot, as I said, I'm an Embraer pilot, but I still think that we can get that Tesla up and running. So aircraft is very nicely simulated in my opinion. So what we're going to do, we're going to select the batteries to on and then go through the checklist. So pre-flight inspection completed, doors is latch, parking brake is, where's the actual parking brake? Let's say it's on. Battery 1 and 2 on, Gen 1 and 2 switches on. External power, we don't have it at the moment. Verify fatigue is display percent, yeah, and thrust indication 0. Okay, engine starting. Where is the, okay, that's the strobe light on. Cast message is checked. Park brake, yeah, perfect. Thrust lever idle, park brake, brakes hold. Engine knob. This is very easy. It's almost as easy as the Embraer 185. Engine knob. Run. And then start up the aircraft. Fuel pump is on. Not displayed. Engine button. Press. Perfect. Good start. Check all normal. This is all normal. Engine instrument system is all normal. Looking fine. Engine IPS AR. ECS control panel set. So let's set the master, fresh air, probe heat. There we go. External GPU, we didn't have that. Oxygen master on. Avionics. All in is completed. We didn't do that yet, so let's do it. Let's just go ahead. We are gonna fly. There is a MFD. Put in the flight plan. Origin is Lima, Oscar, Whiskey, Golf. En route, actually no en route waypoint. It's just such a short flight. Lima, Oscar, Whiskey, Kilo is our arrival airport, and we're gonna select the procedure, departure. Abiri. Let's actually check out the name of it. It's gonna be runway 16 Abiri for a Golf departure. Runway 16, yeah. Load. Perfect. There we go. That's easy. Center the heading back. And then select Kilo India, direct Kilo India, yeah. There we go, Klagenfurt. Okay, that sounds good. So, and also we can already select MFT. We can already pre-flight the approach. So it's gonna be, this is gonna be the frequency, it's 313, the first in NDB. So let's go to how this comes. Let's just go select ADF1 on, It's going to be 0313. Perfect. And we want a heading. ADF and also ADF2. Perfect. And on ADF2, we're gonna be selecting the other NDB that we need. That's gonna be 374, 370, 374. There we go, 374 and 313. Perfect. Then let's continue with our aircraft initialization. Set our empty weight is 4,500. This is gonna take some time, guys. Okay, perfect. That looks good. Back. We're gonna go initialization, accept all, okay. And I wanna have our weights. Takeoff. V-speeds. Why are our V-speeds not here? Speed box. There we go. All on. And landing all on. Perfect. Takeoff. There we are. Takeoff speeds are here. We got everything set up, so we're pretty much ready to go. Let's see what is the QNH in grads. One 1015. So we're gonna set up 1015. There we go. Let's see what the initial climb clearance is for that airport. Abiri. Probably gonna be flight level. What is it? What is the minimum altitude we have at Abiri? It's 9,000. So let's get 9,000 in there. $9,000 feet, perfect. Or with ground power, we could have set it up all without engines running. Seatbelt secured, bleed is on. For taxi, that's everything is set. Flight control is free and correct. Let's test that out. So let's do a full up, full left, full down, full right. And the rudder. Perfect. Trim. Trim is gonna go 6 degrees up. Perfect. Flaps. 50%. Toggle button. Press. And cast messages checked. Perfect. Taxi, brakes checked. Before takeoff next. Okay, guys. We are ready to go. Taxi clearance is obtained. Taxi light is on, or landing light in this case, as we do not have a taxi light. Departure briefing. We are going to depart runway 16. In case anything happens below rotation speed, I'm gonna say stop, idle, brakes, stop on a runway, inform ATC. In case anything happens above rotation, we're gonna land straight ahead with sufficient runway length available. Without sufficient runway length available, we will go search for a field. In case of 1,000 above aerodrome elevation, we will pull the chute, which is up here. And in case any other malfunction here in grass, we're gonna do a left-hand traffic pattern and reland runway 34, or as ATC advises us to do, or actually land runway 16 center. That's with the briefing, and we're gonna depart from here as the length is just enough. This is just fine. The departure briefing is completed. Letting lights, we have them on. Probit is on. Engine IPS RR. Actually, I do not know most of that stuff because I'm not a serious pilot, but I think we have it all set up. Okay, we're gonna rotate 80 to 90 knots let's say 90 because we are at max takeoff weight. And we're gonna pitch to 5 degrees, landing up with positive rates of climb. And then clear of obstacles, speed 115, we're gonna select flaps up, airspeed. We're gonna select our best climb speed today. So we're ready for departure. I'm excited. I don't know how the shuttle procedure in Klagenfurt is gonna work out for us, but I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be definitely some fun thing to do. In the airlines, we do mostly fly GPS approaches, ILS approaches. So this is something that I do not do on a regular basis, especially with a hot jet like this. So brakes, thrust lever, takeoff. Engine instrument is normal. Let's go. Airspeed alive. Rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Autopilot. Doesn't work, okay. Climb thrust. Autopilot. First speed. And nav mode, please, GPS. We don't want to get off course. But within 1 dot of deflection right here on our HSI, we are good to go. So flaps up. Actually, I think it has an auto throttle. It does. Auto throttle engaged. Then it goes for max continuous climb. Got to go manual speed because the auto speeds are ridiculous. All right. Pitching up with red speed. And the only thing about that airplane I do not like is everything being down low. Of course, in real life, that's pretty convenient because you don't have to reach for anything. But okay, let's go for flight level change. With flight level change mode, this is something we have in the Embraer as well. We have the throttle either at idle or at max continuous power or climb power, and the aircraft will pitch for speed. So speed is on the elevator and not on the throttle like it is with vertical speed, for example. Normal takeoff, we did all that, obviously. Climb, thrust lever, MCT, we did that. Engine power is all normal. Cabin pressure, we monitor that. Altitude is climbing, but we have a differential pressure already, so that means we have a cabin altitude. It's working as prediction. Transition altitude is 10,000 feet. I don't think we're going to reach that anyways today. Okay. There we go. Perfect. I love that aircraft. I do genuinely like flying with that. It's just very user-friendly and very nice to use. So let's check out this. I'm sorry, guys, for the... I'm not a certified serious pilot, so I'm sorry for everything that I probably will do wrong, but it's fun to hop around in something different than an Embraer from time to time. MFD, aircraft systems. Actually, here I want my map back. Please, thank you. There we are with aircraft systems. I want to have a full view of it. There we go, full view. I don't care about aircraft systems at the moment. So let's go through the actual route. We're now fly to Abiri and thereafter to Kilo, India. And Abiri we should be at 9,000 feet. We will be at 9,000 feet. And this will be also a cruising altitude for today. We'll not get any higher than that. That's good. Let's actually look at the weather conditions at Klagenfurt. Approaching, I see that. So windy is a nice place to look that up. Klagenfurt Airport. There we are. I want to have a normal meter. Can we have a normal meter, please? Thank you. Airports. There we are. Klagenfurt is green. That's good, I think. Let's actually accelerate some more. And it's also, I think, it's quite a fast aircraft. I mean, I would rather have a TBM probably to fly to those smaller airfields to have the short landing performance. But for cruising, I think that shit is pretty sick. So Klagenfurt is... I want to have it in raw mode. So we're looking at Klagenfurt, wind 100 at 6 knots. So we have a little bit of a tailwind, but that's not too bad. Broken at 3,200. So we're going to break out at 2,000. I think the minimum is 2,500. It's going to be 2,530, yeah. That's fine. So let's set up the approach. We got one needle already. That's the 374. And the other will probably follow in a few seconds. First we'll approach with 313, with the ADF 313. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the approach. Minimums is... What are the minimums? You know, guys, from here on, I will put in the chart. Well, you know what? Let's see what the minimums are. It's 2,530. We are low in temperature, so let's make it 2,550 for temperature compensation. 2,550. Minimum set. Let's accelerate some more. Because time is money in a jet like this. It really is. 280. Let's go. Now standard, we do not set standard because we are actually still below transition altitude. So hallo, ich mache ein YouTube-Video. Mit wem? Okay. Ja, passt. Das hier. Passt der? It's okay? How are you doing? Yeah, I guess I got. It's okay?
Yes, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Can you leave now?
No, I don't mean this.
Voll an, Alter.
Überhaupt nicht. Wie war der Tag?
Ich glaube, so viele middle-aged men are gay and just don't know it.
Warum machst du das?
Unser Praktikant ist 42. Er trägt Skinny Jeans.
Wirklich?
So.
Wirklich? No way.
Ja. Er hat aber Frauenkind.
Oh, Alter.
Weird, gell?
Yeah, very weird. Was? I love you. Okay, guys, we have switched to heading hold mode, because we are now relying on NDB navigation. So there's a small diamond that is the red one, and this is our track. So we don't have a lot of crosswind today, but this is our track. And we're going to use our track to home to the NDB, which is Kilo Fox Tango NDB. And the other one is Kilo India NDB. It is 313 is the frequency. Let's check it out if we have it tuned up, because it's not showing it. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. Let's go to BFT. So ADF2 is now what we need, so we're going to switch off this one. ADF2 is 374, and that again is as you see here, 374 is the one we're gonna go to. We're gonna fly over the NDB. Once we pass the NDB, we're gonna select heading outbound the opposite of that, which is 271. And then we're gonna fly we're gonna track this inbound towards the NDB. And then we're gonna fly that procedure. Bear with me. Okay, descent checklist, thrust lever as required, landing elevation checked as prediction, altimeter, seatbelts secured. What is the altimeter setting for Klagenfurt? It's gonna be 1016, so we're gonna select 1016. There we go. And that navigational display is actually only like for just checking if we are not kind of flying into a mountain or something. This procedure does consume a lot of time. It's probably like around 15 to 20 minutes, and you would never actually do it in real life, probably. Only if like radar is down and ILS is down, GPS is down. If everything is down, then you probably would do it. That's the weird thing about, okay, what we can do actually is set our course. Where can we set our course? Is there some way to set our course? We can correct for our course again. PFD settings, where is our course? I need to set a course somehow. OBS. And then select localize FMS source. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. So I'm gonna go 271 outbounds. And we are gonna disregard that deviation thing right here. Okay, we're gonna disregard that. We're gonna track inbound. We're not gonna do too much changes at this point. We are gonna decelerate in speed. A good speed for ILS procedures. It depends on the aircraft, but we're gonna go for speed 180 in this one. So once we pass the NDB, we can fly outbound on this course right there. There we go, we pass the NDB. This is cool. We are gonna pull the tail. And fly outbound for 1 minute. Can we actually do localize the source and then, yeah, we can do that as well. Lock 2. 271 is going to pull the tail. We're going to pull the tail towards us. And then once the tail is here on the course 271, we are right on track. So there we are. We're going to go for about 50 seconds. So we are now here in this very outbound track. We're now doing a time is up. We are doing a reversal procedure, is what it's called. The bank limitation is kind of weird. I don't like that at all. So interception course is going to be 120. It's going to be just fine. But why can I... That soft bank, I don't like that. Now, how do I set it up? I don't like the soft bank at all. How do I get rid of the soft bank? Auto select. It's not here. So 271. We're not gonna go inbound again. 091. The soft bank is kind of ruining the whole thing. So we're gonna help a little bit. Manually override it. We're gonna be again pushing for to be in the course. There we go. The soft bank. How do I get rid of the soft bank? MFD, aircraft systems. This is really a good map to help ourselves a bit. Okay, now let's just pause it. How do I get rid of the soft bank? What is called half bank?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. 240 degrees out to jump.
Guys, I don't know really how to get rid of the soft bank. We're gonna try to stick with it. I'm gonna help it the way around. So we're getting close to our Kilo Fox Tango, and the next one is gonna be outbound 055. That's really destroying my kind of entries. Bear with me, guys. It's all gonna be okay. Okay, let's track inbound. And then we're gonna outbound 055. There we go. Let's go 050 immediately. And we will select. I'm gonna pull this hail again. Start a timer. This is way too weird. So we're gonna go outbound 055. So we're almost on it. For again 1 minute. And descending wise, we can now descend to 6,000 feet. So let's go 6,000 feet. Select just flight level change. Probably too harsh. Let's go at speed. Time is up. Let's turn inbound. What's the heading? Inbounds. Okay, 271 actually. So it's little. We will intercept now. And a course of 271. There we go. What I do is kind of control with the steering. I'm kind of using my joystick to override the shallow bank a bit. So now we can descend to 6,000 feet because we are on the procedure. Let's zoom out a bit. Descend 6,000 feet. Okay. Let's concentrate on our turn first. Alt S. Now the auto throttle is doing really good job at keeping the aircraft within a certain range of speeds. Alt S, and we are currently here on an inbound base. 6,000 feet, yeah. Once we are here, we can descend to inbound 103. We can descend to 5,100. Pretty good job as of now. We are lucky with the weather. It could be cloudy as well. We have real weather turned on at the moment. Pretty lucky. So next nav weight we need is reset a timer. How do we get rid of the bank limiting? It's just annoying. PFD settings maybe. How do we get rid of the half bank mode? This is really annoying. Okay, we are almost crossing Kilo Fox Tango. We now go into our MFD, our PFD. This is, I'm gonna select bearing 1. I wanna have the Kilo India. And this is something we can select off for the moment to not confuse ourselves. Now we inbound Kilo India, which is perfect. And after overflying Kilo India, we will fly outbound on a heading of 330, still maintaining our 6,000 feet. And then we can go down to 5,100. When overhead Kilo India, we can go down to 4,600. Okay, so MFT, I want to make it full screen. Yeah, much better. There we are. This is our airport. We could shoot a visual approach right now, but we committed to the whole procedure. And flight time actually probably doubles or triples because of this procedure, which is just way too complicated and way too much. But, you know, I could have turned on some more clouds for it to get the more realism, but probably it's a little bit easier to have the surroundings. Track and inbound. And the next heading is going to be, I think, 330. Is that correct? Yeah, 330. Then again, 1 minute. Okay. It's going to be a course of 330. I'm going to again help the aircraft to intercept the with the shallow heading. It's just not working that well. We will start the turn once we are past our Kilo India NDB. There we go. Normal 30-degree bank is what is required for an IFR procedure. Gonna go heading 360 to intercept and pull the tail again. And we're gonna reset and start our timer. Again, 1 minute. There we go. We pulled enough. We can go back to our track. You see, I pull the tail, so when I'm on this side of the track, I'm pulling and I'm actually intercepting the outbound track. We're gonna go for 1 minute again, and then we're gonna go and intercept 103 inbound. We're perfectly on course. It's very nice. Once we are inbound 103, we can descend down to 5,100 feet. One minute is up. I'm gonna go ahead, select bank, select the course. Gonna help a bit again. Select the course 103. Reciprocal of the runway heading. We're gonna go intercept that now. So we're gonna push the head. And I'm using the localizer, the course, actually only as a help, as a tool for me to visualize the whole situation. Why did it just fucking turn on me? (103). Okay, excuse my language. 103,283. What did just happen? Why did it just snap? Why did the course just snap on me? Anyways, we're using the reciprocal course 283. Once we're established means within 5 degrees of deflection of the NDB needle. Just helping my friend because half bank thing is not working towards my favor. So we can descend now to 5,100 feet. 5,100 feet. Build speed. Let's make it 1,000. It's probably enough. And then once we pass that, Kilo India will fly outbound, heading 0901. Once we pass the NDB, let's first select the okay, now heading 0901. I'm going to pull the tail again. I'm going to go course 0901. Basically inbound our Kilo Fox Tango again. 0901 the heading, alt. Quite exhausting. Okay. So let's go ahead and turn on the bearing again. There we go. And we actually established already inbound. We can go down to 4,600 feet. 4,600 feet word speed. at this point, once we are already, again, we're doing now the same as before, just at a low altitude. Once we're here at this point, we should be fully established. Or at least the speed should be fully established. So we're gonna go 100 knots, probably approach speed. Gonna go to PFD, speed box, V approach, all on, 100 knots approach speed, yeah. So we're gonna go over again. Now fly up. What is the course? 055. So you guys, you see how much workload that is. And we should timer again as well. Start the timer. 055 the course, pull the tail. Okay, once we are at 4,600 and once we are established on the course again, we can descend down to 4,000 feet. Is this correct? 4,000 feet. Let's 4,600 and then 4,000 be level at 4,000 at Kilo Fox Tango. And we have a 3.2 degree glide slope. So with the vert speed times 4, ground speed times 4 is the vert speed, times 5. 1 minute is up, we're gonna go inbound again. And the final approach inbound course is gonna be 271. A lot of turning knobs, like a DJ. The bank limiter is really not helping. It's maybe comforting, but it's not helping. Course 271. Once you're established, you're going down, descend to. Let's also decrease our speed. Select flaps 1. Once you're established, gonna go to 4,000 feet, 4,000 feet. Gonna go landing it down. Decrease the speed again. 4,000 is pre-selected. Let's go to speed 100 knots. Which is our approach speed. Flaps 2. Not very efficient way to fly, but this is just the way we do it. We have to be fully established before intercepting the final approach path. Okay, ground speed 100 knots. We will be looking at a ground speed of 100 knots. Now we can descend 4,000 feet. Vert speed. And then overhead FUF. We are 4,000 feet. We're going to descend with 3.2 degrees of glide slope. Actually, maybe we can retract the gear again and do it on a later stage. Because the aircraft is really struggling with the gear and with the flaps out fully. Really important is that we have the speed, and the speed we have. Is this a real track actually? 271, yeah, we are here. At Kilo Fox Tango when overhead, we will go and descend with a vert speed of 100 times 5 is going to be about 600 feet per minute, okay? And we're gonna descend to our MDA, which is 2550 with about 600 feet per minute. Then we should be coming out at the airport pretty good. I do not want to know what kind of fuel we are burning here while we are at this. There we go. Okay, now we can descend. Vert speed, 600 feet per minute. We're gonna select our MDA. This is what the fuck? This really fucks up the whole plan. 2,550. We're gonna select 1,000 feet per minute to get back to our. Now it's easy that we see the runway, but yeah, gonna go with 600 feet per minute. So approach checklist, briefing is done, lights, flaps, 50, airspeed 140. Continue before landing. We still need that. There's no way to monitor if we are on the right track, on the right glide path. We just have to trust our calculation right there. Ground speed is, we have a little bit of a higher ground speed as well, 110, so, and 3.2 degrees, so that's good. And at 2,550 feet, which is our MDA, we should be able to see the runway. But we are actually already now able to see the runway, obviously. And actually, it's not that bad if you do not follow the exact glide path. There are no obstacles, so you can descend down on this track to 2,550 feet and you will not hit any obstacles. And then you will just level off and wait until you see something. And our missed approach points would be Kilo India. So at Kilo India, if you don't see something at Kilo India, we should be doing go-rounds. But it doesn't look too bad. Alt-S. I'm going to be touching down at the midpoint of the runway, not at the threshold, because otherwise we have to taxi down for such an extended period. I've been flying at this very airport with the Embraer actually for about 2 days ago. Minimums continue, we got the runway inside. Landing it down, landing it. So let's disconnect the autopilot. Flight director off, autopilot disengaged. Landing gear down and locked. Flaps approach. Cabin is 0, almost. Autopilot off, airspeed. What is this doing? Auto throttle is disengaged. Now we have 4 high, 4 wide, but it's a small jet and we're gonna do it. Nevertheless, no, I don't want to have a vert speed above 1,000 at this point. In the big jet, you would have a train pull up if you would have much above 1,000 feet per minute. And this one not. We're doing a fine job here. I'm very proud of myself that I still did it, because it is quite a weird procedure, NDB approaches in general. But yeah, there's a misapproach point we should have gone around by now if we would have not been able to see the runway. But we did. I really like that jet. It just flies really good. In an MSFS kind of way. So there we go, 4 wide. again a little bit high. But we're flying single engine here, so there's no harm in being a little bit high on a 2.5 kilometer long runway. Idle. Gonna go touchdown within touchdown zone. Otherwise, flight data monitoring will get us and ask what the hell we did. Didn't touch down yet? No, we did. Maybe lift the nozzle up a bit just to have a little bit of an air brake. And we might not use the brakes at all. Doing this in a real jet sometimes to a certain extent, because just it's fun, but obviously you have to derotate the aircraft at some point, and flight data monitoring doesn't like it as well. So only like 2-3 seconds. Slow derotation of the aircraft is just fun to have. Kind of go after landing sequence with flaps up. We're gonna go ahead and select the land light off and the oxygen, fresh air, propane, everything off. Landing, we did that. We didn't do a go around, obviously, because we're awesome. After landing, we did that. Shutdown. I will not do the shutdown with checklist. This is just too ridiculous. Those 2 switches that I have to press. Battery masters off and engine master off is really all I have to press. Wow, 1 hour of flying to Klagenfurt. Would have been faster in a little Cessna 152 probably. Just gonna park it right here. Right, brakes. Engine. Start, stop. To off. There we go. Strobe is going off. Generators. There we are. I'd like to see the path that we've flown like on X-Plane, but we are not able to do so here in MSFS. But it was a nice little flight. Definitely had my fun. 14 minutes of airtime. Wow. Pretty extensive, I would say. There we are again. Beautiful aircraft on the fly. Hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the approach. Hope you, and if you're here till the end, congratulations. I hope you're not here until the end. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.